Welcome to today's St. Anthony's classes. Today we are solving a cantilever sum in strength of material. See the diagram I have already drawn here. This is the given question. Okay, a cantilever beam is given here, and uniformly concentrated forces as well as concentrated load is also there. Uniformly concentrated load as well as concentrated load is there. And by seeing this, it is seems to be complicated because many different uniformly concentrated load is there, but in diagram it is given as of same size only. So there is chance to commit the mistake while going for solving this question. And easiest way to solve this question, what is to be done? I have made a free body diagram here. Okay, that will help to make this question very easy. Whichever be the uniformly concentrated load, that I have converted into pointed load. See here, this is 2 kilonewton per meter spread for 2 meters. So 2 into 2 means 4 kilonewton. That 4 kilonewton will be acting at 1 meter from the left side, isn't it? So that I have shown here as 4 kilonewton, that I have converted. Thereafter we are having a concentrated load of 1 kilonewton, that also I have wrote here as 1 kilonewton. Thereafter we are having 1 kilonewton per meter uniformly concentrated load, that I have converted by dividing, it is spread to 0.5 meters, so 0.5 into 1, that is 0.5. So the 0.5 load also I have shown here, that is in between C and D. Thereafter at point D we are having 2 kilonewton, that also wrote. After that we are also having one uniformly concentrated load, that is of 2 kilonewton per meter, that also converted into a concentrated load, otherwise a pointed load, that is also written here. It has 4 kilonewton. Thereafter we are having a pointed load that is of 3 kilonewton, that is also written here. By doing this way, we can make this question very easy, as well as we can solve this question without any error. Now let us come to the shear force calculation. Okay, shear force calculation. Fa is equal to Fa. All the forces going to the, here we are taking a section between the between this point A as well as C. Okay, between shear force calculation, Fa is equal to, what is Fa is equal to 14.5. So write over here 14.5 kilonewton. Now come to the next point. Next point is C. In C, when you will go for a calculation of shear force at C, since there is a uniformly distributed load, we have to go for the left side of C as well as the right side of C force. So shear force at C left side is equal to 14.5 is going up in left side, so it is positive. Then 4 kilonewton is there, that is going down, so it will be minus. So answer is 10.5 kilonewton. Now let us move to the right side. Let us move the section to the right side of C. So FCR 10.5 is there already in FCL. Minus what will come? Minus this force, uniformly distributed force is already taken. Now the pointed load of 1 kilonewton also will come. That is 1 kilonewton minus 1, that is equal to 9.5 kilonewton. Now let us move to the next point. Next point is D. Okay, concentrate over here. What is D? D is here. Whatever things are there. So first of all, we will go for FDL, left side of shear force at the left side of D. Already we are having 9.5 over here, that we can consider at the right side of C is there. And apart from that, we are having 0.5 kilonewton is there. So go for minus of 0.5. Then we will get 9 kilonewton. Now let us move to the right side of D, F, D, R. Already 9 is there at the left side, so you can carry over that 9 to here. Then whatever other things is there, at D we are having 2 kilonewton. So minus 2 kilonewton. Minus 2 kilonewtons. Then we will get 7 kilonewton. Then come to the next point. Next point is B. So F, B, L. 7 is already there. Carry forward that 7. Minus we are having 4 kilonewton here. So minus 4 kilonewton. Then we are getting 3 kilonewton. Now go to move the section to the right side of that point B. So FBR 3 is already there. Then here the load is 3 minus the load 3. Then we are getting 0. So this is the way we can make this sum very easily. We can solve this one without making or without committing any error. Now let us come to the bending moment calculation. Let us come to the bending moment calculation. Now let us come to the bending moment. I am going to calculate the bending moment of D first. So MD, we will first consider the bending moment at D. Force 3 is there. 3 multiplied by 2. Here it will be minus then 4 multiplied by 1. So we are getting the bending moment as minus 10 kilonewton meter. We will get the bending moment at D as minus 10 kilonewton meter. Then one come for C. Come to the point C. At C we are having 3 kilonewton at B, that 3 kilonewton multiplied by 2.5. 2.5 plus 2, 2.5. So this will be minus 4 multiplied by 1.5. 1.5 minus, we are having 2 kilonewton here, 2 multiplied by 0.5 minus 0.5 is here, 0.5 multiplied by 0.25. The answer we are getting here is 14.625. 14.625 kilonewton meter we will get over here. Then come for calculation at the bending moment at the point A. Bending moment at the point A. 3 minus 3 multiplied by 1 plus 1 2, 2.5, 2.5 plus 2, 4.5. 4.5 minus 4 multiplied by 3.5 minus 2 multiplied by 2.5 minus 0.5 into 2.25 minus 1 into 2 minus 4 into 1. So the answer we are getting here is minus 39.625 kilonewton meter. We are getting the answer minus 39.625 kilonewton. Okay, here 3 is here at a distance of 4.5. So 3 minus 3 into 4.5. Then we are having 4 minus 4 into 3.5. Then we are having 2 minus 2 into 2.5. Then we are having 0.5. So 0.5 into 2.25. Then we are having 1 at a distance of 2. So 1 into 2. Then 4 into 1. So final we are getting the answer as 39.625 kilonewton. Now let us draw the shear force diagram and the bending moment diagram. For that we will make the rays from each point down. as much as possible make it as a very neat diagram. Draw the baseline first. All the answer I have wrote over here. From there we can directly take FA is equal to 14.5. So take FA 14.5. FA is 14.5. It is already there. So I have wrote the FA 14.5. Now FCL as well as FCR is there. This is point A, this is point C, this is point D, and this is point B. FCL we are having 10.5. So mark here as this one is 14.5. Then we are having 10.5. Thereafter in the same line of C we are having 9.5. So mark that also 9.5. Then in FDL we are having 9. In same FDR we are having 7. Then in point B we are having 3 and then 0. Now join all these points smoothly. Then down. Then to the next point. Then down, then next point, then down. Okay. So this will be our shear force diagram, and it is entirely positive. Now let us draw the bending moment diagram. For that also make the baseline here. In bending moment diagram, all values are negative. First at D it is minus 10. Then at C we are having 14.625. 14.625. Then at A we are having 39.625. 39.625. Since all is having a uniformly distributed load, so the diagram of bending moment will be parabolic. So this will be the bending moment diagram. Here also, since everything is negative, you can write over here as it is negative. Thereafter can highlight this with these inclined lines. Hope you could understand this video thoroughly. If you like this video, please like this video and subscribe my channel. Thank you.